Kevin Walters, it's come out that he was blindsided by the sacking, that they're claiming is leaving. Don't buy into that. He didn't leave. They told him, he'd go. All the Broncos fans are blowing up saying he didn't show him respect. My thinking is, because evidently Madge agreed to this a long time, or a week ago, or they had talks and said, are you ready? Because there's no way they were going to walk in without having someone lined up. It wasn't a toxic situation. It was just a we can be better situation. If he hadn't won premierships for them as a player, no one would care.
What I found really great on about this whole Kevin Walters thing was Gordon Tallis went on a rant saying they don't give coaches enough time. Look at the job that Anthony Seibold's doing at Manly. Google Gordon Tallis, Anthony Seibold rant, and find out what he actually thought of Anthony Seibold when he was at Brisbane. Because Gordon Tallis was the first one that wanted him walked for Kevin Walters. He's a part of the problem.
Yes.
And then they turn around and Gordon Tallis turns around and says, lose my number, I'm a Titan. Well, what do you care? Right? The fact of the matter is that Kevin Walters had the Broncos in 2022 in the top 4 and they missed the finals with about 4 weeks to go. In 2023, they were up 16 points with 15 minutes to go and they lost a grand final. And in 2024, they were the undeniable pre-season favourites and were in the top 8 for the vast majority of the year. And then they had to worry about results going their way before they got smacked by their little brother and then 50 put on them by Melbourne as well. His time at Brisbane can only be seen as a failure. And like I honestly thought that they were going to give him one more season. I honestly thought they were going to give him one more season, but I see why they moved. Because Michael Maguire has done his hard yards, right? He did really well at Wigan. He did really well at South before it tapered off in the end. And South Sydney's recruitment and the player retention was a little bit questionable. And then he went to the West Tigers and he had the West Tigers. Like, they were a Paul Gallen field goal away from making the finals, right? Well, not really, because Cronulla smacked them. They win that game, they play the finals, right? Since then, they've just been horrible. They've been horrible, right? There's no two ways to face it. So, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know what you can say about the Broncos, but Madge has gone to New Zealand and upset Australia in their heaviest defeat, and he's gone into an Origin campaign and he's won. So Brisbane are probably looking at that saying, right, he's gone into 2 hard arenas with big personalities. We've got big personalities. We've got Payne Haas, the biggest person in the game. We've got Reece Walsh, an absolute superstar. We've got Pat Carrigan. We've got Ezra Mam, superstar in the making. We've got Katoni Staggs. Can he unlock these guys, right? So they've given him a 3-year deal, and we've seen that Brisbane don't care. They'll sack him if they have to and just bring the next person in. I think it's the right move.
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm going to cry no tears for Kevin Walters. Now, I know what Tallis did because he's his mate and you stick up for your mates. I get it. But how he can look at that and say, Walters this, Walters that. No, the Broncos have been a laughingstock. Like, for them to not make the finals is like just unheard of, especially with that side. You're exactly right. They came in as undoubted pre-season premiership favourites. They should have beaten Penrith last year. Let's call a spade a spade. They should be the premiers and they should be in the 8 this year. They're not because of bad coaching. They let Reece Walsh... I know they had an injury to Adam Reynolds, but every team had injuries. Jerome Hughes missed a lot of weeks, or Cam Munster missed half the bloody season. Nathan Cleary missed half the season. They finished 1 and 2. You can't make those excuses. I think Walters is just re-signing his son on big money. Just the optics don't look good because he's not that good. You know, you got Selwyn Cobbo who went off the rails. You got Katoni Staggs who's good 1 in every 3 games. Katoni Staggs should be good every game. You got Reece Walsh who, you know, they're in Bali acting up. I think that was the final straw. I think they heard that. I'm like, come on, you are kidding me. 2 of their young stars, he and Ezra Mam, got in trouble. They wouldn't have done that under Craig Bellamy, or Bellamy would have said, oi, don't, you idiots, you're throwing your career away, or he would have flicked them and people would have wondered why. I think Walters had to go. I think Madge is the spot-on perfect replacement. Maybe they showed him a bit of disrespect, but they went to him and said, you can step down, or we're going to call a spade and say, you did not get the job done and you've got to go. I think the Broncos have won huge in this. I think New South Wales have lost because there's no way to go up from Madge Maguire. I think well done to them. They made a hard call, and I don't care what Taylor thinks. I don't care what Wally Lewis thinks. I don't care what Darren Lockyer thinks. None of them are in the Broncos anymore. They're all in media or at the Titans. If they really want their team to win, Mads Maguire is the best one to lead it forward.
Yeah. We've seen that Kevin Walters can't win. So do something else.
Good on him, Ollie.